you think George Soros is like a force behind the scenes controlling everything within the Democratic Party?
Oh, he gives a lot of money to them, so what do you think? I mean, I don't have to think about that. Who's he giving money to?
Do you think it's bad that a billionaire is controlling a party like that?
In that respect, absolutely. His money is funneling to all these people that really don't deserve it. There's no meritocracy anymore, okay? There isn't.
Would you be okay if George Soros used his money and influence to buy Facebook and then use it to boost pro-Kamala information?
No, I would not be happy with that.
What if he did a giveaway where you give $1 million away to people who register in swing states?
Well, isn't that buying votes?
Isn't that buying votes?
Yeah.
What do you think about Elon Musk?
I think he's a great guy.
Really? You like him?
Yeah.
You think it's okay that he's giving away $1 million to voters in Pennsylvania?
He's not giving away millions.
He's doing a giveaway.
Wait.
He's doing a giveaway. My bad.
Kamala Harris, they give away money to go vote for her.
Do they?
Yep.
They don't, spoiler alert, but this Trump supporter seems to have realized for 1 second that everything they say about George Soros applies perfectly to Elon Musk. And that's like level 1 analysis. We've said this 100 times. Elon Musk is the right wing's George Soros, but they're beginning to realize this as well. Look at this Truth Social post, or the comments on this Truth Social post that Trump made. I just want to read through some of the top comments. Elon wants cheap labor. So cheap labor is what Elon gets, right? Sounds like you're indebted to the first buddy. Your VP ran his entire campaign on making Americans first. Where's JD? When did Elon Musk become king? And then Rush 1776 said, the American people don't want to trade illegal invasion for legal invasion. Stop H-1B like you promised. Don't make the American people compete with the world for their jobs. Someone said, replacing American workers for foreign cheap labor is not America first. Greed over Americans is what it is. Someone said betrayal of the American worker, everything the left told us you were, and this dude even has Trump's mugshot as his profile picture. Someone said, you wasn't saying that on the campaign trail. The grammar of a Trump supporter right there. Elon Musk got you by the balls. But to zoom out for a second, every single movement, no matter how unified they once were, will inevitably produce true believers. People so swept up in the cause that they're perpetually searching for a new deep state. They're perpetually searching for enemies that they can rail against and call the swamp. So what happens when Maga becomes so self-sustaining that they win all 3 chambers? I mean, they won the presidency and both chambers of Congress. Then that rhetoric that Trump uses, that paranoia that he tries to inject into people, will turn inwards. And we're actually seeing that play out every single day. And I don't want to say that like every single Republican voter is now realizing Elon Musk is bad, but this is happening a lot online. Look at this thread that I was just reading. It says, I used to be such a big fan of Elon, especially when he bought Twitter. Actually, I had never used the platform before. I signed in because I believed in his mission, free speech. And then he goes on to say, but then something changed. Twitter was designed to be 2 things, a data collection center and a propaganda arm. He says, I realized that Elon's goal wasn't to change it, but rather to use it as it was originally designed for his own purposes. The algorithm, contrary to public belief and contrary to what Elon claims, has never been open sourced. Elon's lying about that. And then he says, once I realize someone is lying about one thing, I lose trust in everything they do. It's amazing to see how many people are still here fighting the good fight, fully aware the system is rigged. Quote, at least Elon gave us free speech. He didn't give you free speech. He took control of it. This is a thread written by somebody who used to be a big Elon Musk fan. And of course, it got 12,000 likes and 500,000 views. But Elon Musk himself probably de-boosted this in the algorithm because you will see some random racist stuff get 100,000 likes, but whenever people are critiquing Elon, it never breaks 1 million views. Let's check out the top reply of this says, I no longer respect him at all. I actually despise him and what he's doing to the base. I also don't like him having so much influence on DJT. I'm disappointed in Trump. He's not standing behind those who stood behind him. And again, this isn't every single Republican. I think the average Republican voter is probably just working every day. They only know a few things about Elon Musk, but online, this has been a prevailing thought. I mean, the MAGA fan base online is split into people who claim to be America first, but they really just want to keep a white majority, versus the tech bros who want to benefit themselves. And I'm just going to say right now, I was talking to Ben about this on camera yesterday, but it's all a distraction. There are going to be so many distractions over the next 4 years to pull your attention away from the fact that Elon Musk represents the very thing MAGA claims to hate. He is a billionaire. He's a billionaire with outsized influence on our democracy who uses his vast wealth and his ownership of X to push his own narrative, to suppress people, threatening to primary Republican candidates if they don't vote perfectly in line with Trump. He's going to use his wealth to primary people. He is making sure everybody's falling in line, and he's not even elected. Who elected this guy? And then he has the goal to go on Twitter and talk about the unelected bureaucrats running our country. We need to drain the swamp of the unelected bureaucrats. Meanwhile, him, Vivek Ramaswamy, all these other billionaires who are now going to be in the White House, who the hell elected them? Vivek Ramaswamy was one of the first people to drop out of the primaries. People voted for Trump and his ideas. Whether we like it or not, people voted for Trump. Not Elon Musk, not any of these other billionaires. And as this realization spreads among the MAGA fan base, whether it's like that awkward conversation I just had with a Trump supporter where she kind of slowly realizes, wait a minute, is he the George Soros? Or through them realizing it themselves on Twitter, we're going to be able to do some great work in convincing people, showing people that he's just power hungry. He's out for himself. And it's one of the easiest arguments to make, but a lot of people still don't realize it. If you guys have any Trump voters in your life, a lot of them probably don't fully understand Elon Musk's contradictory positions or what he's trying to do. And I don't blame them. Most people really do just go to work and take care of their families. They're not always clued in on what Elon Musk's doing on any given day. That's why platforms like this, I think, are important, because we can reach people directly in their homes and tell you exactly what Elon Musk is saying. But just to go back to this, Musk has created a deep state bigger than anything George Soros has ever even attempted to do. I mean, you can read through George Soros' life and his Wikipedia. He's actually a philanthropist. He donates a lot to the Democratic Party, yes, but donors are now normal. Look at Elon Musk. George Soros isn't holding these giveaways or these raffles to try to incentivize people to vote. And I guess I want to end this off by showing you what some true believers look like.
Still live at home in your parents' basement? Are they supporting you?
Do you believe what Mike Pence said?
More so than Donald Trump, yeah. Donald Trump said the election was going to be stolen before it happened, and then on election night, he prematurely declared victory when the votes weren't even counted. He then took 60 different court cases, lost every single court case. Then, Bill Barr, Mike Pence, Ivanka Trump all said there's no election fraud, so who do you trust more than our courts, our institutions? Rudy Giuliani? What's your source of election fraud is my question.
I saw actual data that night. I watched that election for 12 straight hours.
Why did the courts reject that data?
Because I think that some of the courts are false as well.
But they were Trump-appointed judges, so Trump-appointed fake judges, or what?
You got to look at all the data.
We've looked at all the data. All the data says the election was legitimate, completely.
So it's your word against mine. It's whatever you want to believe.
Wait, can I say? Wait, no, can I say real quick? It's my...
We live in the United States. Everybody has their own opinion. Yeah. That's what it's about.
That's beautiful. Well, can I say, you say it's your word against mine, but it's my word, our court's words, the FBI, the DOJ, Bill Barr, Mike Pence versus you, Trump, and Rudy Giuliani, and Mike Lindell. So do you think Rudy Giuliani...
a lot more people than
Do you think Rudy Giuliani...
No one credible. Nobody credible actually thinks the election was stolen. And again, these are true believers. These people are looking for anybody to be the enemy in the Republican Party. They think that Bill Barr, Mike Pence, all of these people are not credible. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when the true believers don't have the wool pulled over their eyes anymore and they realize maybe Elon Musk is the deep state. Maybe the fact that the richest man in the world is boosting our candidate, maybe he's not doing it for altruistic reasons or because he's a good person. Maybe he got to this position by exploiting people, by tricking people, by being cunning. That's how he became the richest man in the world. And he didn't just shed that overnight. He is now taking that to the national stage, the international stage, by hopping on phone calls with other world leaders. You know, I'll leave it there. All that I ask of you is to drop a like. Make sure you drop some comments on this video to help boost it in the algorithm. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.